Right before this crazy move happened, Native Instruments was nice enough to send me the full-on Maschine MK3, and it's kind of just a chill day today. It's the afternoon, day's coming to an end, and I think I want to just grab it off the shelf and just make a beat with Maschine. So I'm really stoked about how that beat came out. That's probably the best beat I've made with Maschine probably ever, or at least to me. That's the one that I like the most. It's out of my style, out of my comfort zone using Maschine. And that's the lesson that I keep repeating. I repeat it to myself and I try to repeat it here on this channel, but pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and just kind of helping yourself break habits, because it's so easy to get into, my habit is, go into Ableton and do that same workflow that I always do, which, works well for me, but at a certain point it might stifle my creativity or stifle my ability to do something different. So with that beat that I just made, it's out of my style. When's the last time you've heard me use just a straight up grand piano in one of my beats? I wanted to do something emotional. Chord mode on the Maschine was great, and it just, built from there. Plus, it's going to sound great over this epic sunset out my window. So I've got these cool wall tiles, which I showed off in a previous video. And I'd say they look better on camera than they do in person. If you really look closely at these two panels, you'll start to see around the edges, there's a little bit of messiness there that I need to clean up. But these are just individual squares that I went ahead and put together, 2 rows of 4. And if you look here, the reason they look messy around the edge is because they're actually mounted to cardboard panels. This is because they're squares, and they're really hard to, it's just that, and they're really hard to adhere to the wall because they don't have a flat surface on the edge of them, on the back of them, I should say. See, they have this. So they have some sections of flat edge, but then you see the rest. It's really hard. It wasn't as easy as just sticking a command strip on the wall. And I want to build one more of these panels, so I'll show you how I did it. So I've got this big piece of cardboard, and you know, that's been one of the benefits of buying a bunch of furniture and stuff, is that I have a bunch of cardboard laying around. So what I'll do is I'll take 8 of the tiles, line them all up, and then I've got this crazy glue here, which is what I used on the first 2 panels. And I'll use the glue, and on the previous panels I used it on the middle, the top, the bottom, the edges, put it all around, glue them nice and neat, and this also makes arranging them a heck of a lot easier. I tried to put them all directly on the wall using double stick tape, and they were crooked and there was space in between, and just doing them on these panels that can easily be removed is so much easier. Then we just take the whole cardboard panel and command strip that to the wall. We have a wall panel. It's all one piece. I just have to go over the edges, which is the same thing I have to do with the ones on the walls, and then this is ready to go onto the wall. So folks, let me know what you think, but I think it looks pretty good. I've got the wave light still command stripped to the wall there, so it has that cool effect. But if I just sit in the middle of those 2 panels, my head completely blocks it, so I can actually shoot videos facing that way. I'm pretty stoked about it. Now, I know I promised a full studio tour this week, but I ran into a little problem. This space is like 99.999% completely done, but these are my KRK RP5s. The problem here is these are huge for this space. Not only that, but aesthetically, having these big black blocks on an all-white setup, it A, looks terrible, and it just functionally doesn't work with the way I have things set up to shoot video. One of these would have to be completely blocking one of the perfect camera angles if it was where it needed to be. So I've ordered a couple new speakers, some smaller monitors by JBL that A, go better with the aesthetic, and B, they're smaller, so I just think the sound is going to be better in this relatively untreated space. And then there are a couple other really small things that I want to really perfect and get done before I shoot the official studio tour. So thank you for being patient. I promise, next week, as long as everything gets delivered on time. Hopefully you all have checked out the new logo and channel trailer by now. If you haven't yet, make sure you do that. And I'm planning some giveaways in the very near future. There's some really affordable gear that I haven't reviewed or checked out in a video yet, and I'm not waiting any longer. So I bought a bunch of stuff on Amazon that I think you all are going to be interested in checking out. But at the end of the day, it's kind of gear that I don't really need. Like, do I really need another MIDI controller? And depending on how the review goes, if it's like amazing, I might want to keep it. But I'm thinking with the next few pieces of gear that you'll see on this channel in the coming weeks, it's actually going to be a giveaway. So stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed, ring the bell for notifications so you know when videos go live, and get ready for some awesome giveaways. I'll say right now, microphone, MIDI keyboard, pad controller. Alright, that's going to be it for today's vlog. Let me know how you think the space is coming out, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. Oh, and there's like 80% people that watch my channel are not subscribed. I don't really understand that, but if you're one of those people who keep tuning in, but you haven't subbed yet, please, I'm begging you. Alright, this has been TAETRO. Have a good one.